Welcome back, everyone. So I am beyond thrilled to announce that we are officially graduating to grade 8. That's right, this is going to be our very last grade 7 explainer. It has been an absolutely incredible year of learning together, hasn't it? Today, we're wrapping it all up with something truly special. We're going to keep the explanation super simple for you students, but we're also going to add a little bit of Python coding into the mix to completely supercharge your digital skills for next year. To celebrate all this amazing progress we've made, we are introducing the ultimate next-level superpower for grade 8, and that is the Python programming language. We've covered a lot of foundational computer concepts this year, but Python is the bridge that takes all those big ideas and actually turns them into real working technology. You can seriously just consider this your VIP pass into the world of actual software development. Now, what's really amazing about Python, and honestly why I love it so much, is just how unintimidating it is. It's designed to be highly readable. In fact, it often looks a whole lot like plain English. I mean, when most people picture coding, they probably imagine a dark room and a screen just packed full of confusing alien symbols. But Python was actually created by a developer named Guido van Rossum specifically to be clean and simple. Because the spelling and grammar, what we call the syntax in coding, is so straightforward, you're going to spend way less time memorizing complicated rules and a lot more time actually building cool things.
And it's incredibly versatile too. Python definitely isn't just some training language made for kids. It is used in the real world for literally everything. We're talking your favorite mobile apps all the way up to advanced artificial intelligence. Major companies, Google, Instagram, Netflix, they rely on it every single day. Plus, it has this massive global community. So if you ever get stuck, finding a tutorial or just someone to help you out is incredibly easy. And it doesn't matter if you're running on a Mac, Windows, or Linux.
Learning Python is great because it starts with simple, instant wins. Take the print command, for example. This instantly displays text right on your screen. It literally takes just one line of code. You type the word print, open a parenthesis, add some quotes, and write a message like, "Hello world." When you hit run, boom, your computer instantly talks back to you. It's the exact first step every single professional programmer takes. And trust me, it is incredibly satisfying.
Now, as you write more code, your program is going to need to remember things, right? And that is exactly where variables come into play. Just think of a variable as a little labeled storage box for your data. It's just like how a toy box stores your blocks, or a lunchbox stores your food. Say you're building a video game. The computer needs to remember how many lives you have left. So what do? You create a digital box, you stick a label on it that says lives, and you drop the number 3 inside it. Whenever the game needs to check your health, it just peeks inside that box. Let's actually see that in action. On the first line, we can pack our digital box by typing message equals welcome to Python. Then, on the very next line, we use our trusty print command, but instead of typing out a whole new sentence, we just type print message. We're basically telling the computer, hey, go print whatever you find inside that specific box. It creates this really clean, logical flow of information that makes updating your code super easy later on.
Moving right along. Just like making choices in real life, Python uses if-else statements to make decisions. And this is where your code actually starts to get smart. You are literally teaching the computer how to think conditionally. If a certain condition is true, do this action. Else, which just means otherwise, do something completely different. It's exactly the same logic you use every single morning. Like, if it's raining outside, grab an umbrella. Else, grab your sunglasses.
Now, programmers absolutely love efficiency, which is exactly why Python uses for and while loops to automate repetitive tasks. I mean, imagine having to type happy birthday 100 times by hand. Yeah, no thanks. A for loop can just repeat that action a specific number of times, instantly. A while loop, on the other hand, keeps repeating an action as long as a certain condition stays true, sort of like keeping your game running while your character still has health points.
So by combining user inputs with those if-else decisions we just talked about, you can easily build the logic for a really fun, odd, or even game. Here's how that logic flows. We start the program and ask the user to type in a number. Then we use a special math tool called the modulus operator. It's represented by a %, and it basically divides the number by 2 and checks for a remainder. In Python, you'd write if number %2 equals 0. If that's true, the program prints even. Else, it prints odd. And just like that, you built a fully working application.
To keep all this code nice and tidy, Python uses things called functions. Think of a function kind of like a specific part of a smoothie machine. The banana peeler doesn't just run constantly, right? It only does its job when you specifically press its button. As you write larger programs, you definitely do not want a messy, confusing page of code. By grouping a set of instructions together and giving them a name, you create a function. Then, whenever you need that specific job done, you just call it by its name. It is the absolute ultimate way to stay organized.
And once you master these basics, that's when you can jump into the really awesome projects, like programming a simple interactive chatbot. You can actually store its responses in dictionaries, which are just digital lists that pair a specific keyword with a specific answer, and then use conditionals to make it talk back to you. Just imagine writing a program that asks how your day is going, waits for you to type an answer, and then replies based on the exact words you used. You're basically creating a digital companion.
There are just so many incredible hands-on projects you can build to practice these skills. Because honestly, the best way to learn Python is simply by doing. A number guessing game will teach you how to generate random numbers and loop through different guesses. Building a simple calculator makes you a master of math inputs. Or, and this is probably my personal favorite, a random story generator, kind of like Mad Libs, will teach you how to slice and stitch text strings together to make your friends laugh.
So, huge congratulations on mastering grade 7. The only question left to answer now is, what digital masterpiece will you program first as an 8th grader? We've explored the absolute power of Python today, going from basic prints and variables straight through to logic loops and interactive projects. You now possess the foundation of a real-world coding language. Take this knowledge, experiment with it, break things, fix them, and most importantly, just have fun with it. I am incredibly proud of all your hard work this year. Have a fantastic time building, and I cannot wait to see what you create in grade 8.